Mentorship. Like I have 3 or 4 mentors that I have for different reasons, marriage, business, all that. How important do you think mentorship or reaching out to the gentleman you guys reached out to has been?
Huge. For any reason, huge. I was in a really bad predicament with Casa where I trusted an accountant to be filing my taxes. It was the biggest nightmare that I still deal with to this day, and it was an awful experience. And when I was in the pits with Casa and I'm thinking, what do I do? How do I get out of it? I called 2 people who are the coolest people, some of the coolest people I know after my kids and my husband, obviously. But Heather Monahan, I don't know if you follow her, but you have to. She's an author, but she's also a badass in business, and she's an incredibly strong woman. And I called her because I knew she'd be my hype woman, and she would tell me, like, get it together and you're going to be fine and grow up, and give me the hard talk that I needed to hear. And then I called Joe Martin, who was the owner and founder of BoxyCharm and sold it for $500 million. So I called the 2 strongest people I know. I talked to Joe and I told him, this is what I'm in and I need a strategy and how do I get out? And when I spoke to him and I spoke to Heather when I got off the call, I was like, I can make it out of this. But there was earlier that month where I was thinking to myself, maybe I'll just sell Casa as is and have it taken off my hand for a good chunk and just bow out now. So it's such a different change of mentality from just talking to people. And then also, too, the best thing in the entire world is both of them had a story to share with me about where they were in a very similar position. And so you think to yourself, thank God, and I'm not so stupid, and other people have been here, and if they're capable, I am capable.
Wow.
So those 2 phone calls were the most important phone calls of Casa, honestly, and a very good partner that supports me, because I had a meltdown in the shower and said that that's it. I was selling Casa earlier that month, and Ivan was like, hey, let's go on a walk. He was like, I don't really know what to do with you right now. I was also pregnant, so that's like very hard being a female, going through all these changes and stuff, being pregnant. But yeah, those 2 phone calls were
That's amazing.